Have you ever smiled on a Sunday morning while your heart was still carrying the weight of the entire week because you didn't want anyone to see what you were really feeling inside? Maybe you walked into church dressed your best, but underneath that smile was stress, fear, uncertainty, bills, relationship pressure, unanswered prayers, and quiet tears that nobody knows about. But here is the truth before this message ends. I believe something is going to shift in your spirit, because this Sunday is not random, this Sunday is not routine, this Sunday is a reminder that you survived another week by the grace of God, and if you survived, it means God is not finished with you yet. You made it through sleepless nights, you made it through overthinking, you made it through moments where you almost gave up, and that alone is proof that there is still purpose attached to your life. Sunday is not just another day on the calendar. It represents hope, it represents resurrection, it represents fresh starts, it represents the power of God to turn what looked like an ending into a new beginning. When Jesus rose on Sunday, it looked impossible, it looked final, it looked like defeat had won, but heaven had the final word, and the same God who turned that situation around is still working in your life right now, even if you cannot see it, even if you cannot feel it, even if nothing around you looks different, yet God is working behind the scenes. Some of the greatest miracles happen quietly. Some of the biggest breakthroughs are forming in places you cannot see. Just because the door has not opened yet does not mean God is not preparing it. Sometimes He is preparing the door, and sometimes He is preparing you, because if the blessing came too early, you would not be ready to sustain it, and if everything happened instantly, your faith would never grow, your patience would never strengthen, your character would never develop. This week may have stretched you, but stretching increases capacity. This week may have challenged you, but challenges create strength. Maybe you prayed for peace and instead you faced pressure. Maybe you prayed for growth and instead you faced resistance, but growth often comes through resistance. Pressure is not punishment, it is preparation. Diamonds are formed under pressure, muscles grow through resistance, faith grows in waiting seasons. And right now, if you feel tired mentally, emotionally, spiritually, understand this church is not for perfect people. Sunday is not for people who have it all together. It is for people who need restoration. It is for people who need hope. It is for people who need to be reminded that they are not alone. You might feel unseen at work, overlooked by people, misunderstood by family, but you are fully seen by God. Every tear, every silent prayer, every anxious thought, every moment you almost quit, He saw it all and He kept you standing. The enemy thought the stress would break you, but it did not. The fear tried to paralyze you, but it did not. The doubt whispered lies, but you are still here, and being here means you still have purpose attached to your name. Maybe you are praying for financial breakthrough, maybe you are praying for healing, maybe you are praying for direction, clarity, restoration in your relationships, maybe you are praying for something so personal you have not even told anyone else about it. Hear this clearly: God has not forgotten your prayer. Just because the answer has not arrived yet does not mean it is not on the way. Delay is not denial. Silence is not absence. Sometimes heaven is quiet because heaven is working. If you could see what God is arranging behind the scenes, you would not doubt His timing, you would trust it. This Sunday, choose to release what you cannot control. Release the anxiety about the future, release the regret about the past, release the frustration about things that did not go your way. You were never meant to carry all of that by yourself. Surrender is not weakness, surrender is strength. It takes strength to trust God when you do not understand. It takes strength to worship when you are still waiting. It takes strength to show up on Sunday when your week tried to defeat you, but you showed up anyway, and that matters. Do not underestimate the power of showing up. Do not underestimate the power of consistency. Even when you do not feel strong, keep showing up. Even when you do not feel motivated, keep praying. Even when you do not feel immediate results, keep believing, because faith is not about feelings, it is about trust. Some of you feel like you are behind in life, like everyone else is moving faster, getting blessed quicker, achieving more, but comparison will steal your peace. Your journey is unique, your timing is specific. What God is building and you cannot be rushed. If it is built too fast, it will collapse, but if it is built slowly with foundation, it will stand strong for years. You are not late, you are not forgotten, you are not overlooked. This Sunday is your reminder that God's plan for your life is still active, even when you feel inactive, even when you feel stuck, even when you feel like nothing is changing. Growth can be invisible. Seeds grow underground before they ever break through the surface, and just because you cannot see the root forming does not mean it is not developing. Something powerful is developing in you. Resilience Endurance, wisdom, spiritual maturity. The pain you experienced this week did not come to destroy you, it came to develop you. The pressure did not come to crush you, it came to shape you. And when you look back months from now, you will realize that what felt like a breaking point was actually a turning point. Some blessings come disguised as delays, some protection comes disguised as rejection if that door closed. Maybe it was protecting you if that opportunity passed. Maybe it was not aligned with your destiny. Trust that what is meant for you cannot miss you, and what misses you was never meant to carry your future forward. On this Sunday, let gratitude shift your perspective. Maybe everything is not perfect, but you are alive. Maybe everything is not settled, but you are sustained. Maybe everything is not clear, but you are covered. Start this new week with a different mindset. Instead of expecting the worst, expect God to move. Instead of speaking fear, speak faith. Instead of focusing on problems, focus on possibilities. Words have power. What you declare over your week matters. Declare peace, declare favor, declare strength, declare open doors, declare clarity, declare protection over your family, declare wisdom over your decisions. Stop speaking defeat over situations that are still unfolding. The story is not finished, the chapter is not closed, the author is still writing, and if God is still writing, then hope is still alive. Some of you need to forgive yourself for things you did not know at the time you made the best decision you could with the understanding you had. Release the guilt, release the shame. Grace is bigger than your mistakes. Growth means you will not be the same person you were last year, and that is good. You are evolving, you are learning, you are maturing spiritually and emotionally. Do not allow one difficult week to convince you that your entire life is off track. Storms do not last forever. Seasons change, feelings shift, circumstances evolve, but God remains constant, and because He remains constant, your foundation remains secure. Walk into this week knowing that you are supported by heaven. Walk into this week knowing that strength is available to you. Walk into this week knowing that no weapon formed against you will prosper. Challenges may come, but they will not conquer you. Stress may appear, but it will not control you. Fear may knock, but it does not have permission to stay. This Sunday, breathe deeply, reset your mind, realign your heart. Refocus your faith. You made it through last week, and you will make it through this one too. Not because you are perfect, not because you are the strongest, but because God's grace is sufficient. His power works best in weakness, and if you feel weak, that means you are positioned for His strength to show up in a greater way. Do not quit 5 minutes before your breakthrough. Do not walk away right before the answer arrives. Do not let temporary emotions make permanent decisions. Hold on, stay steady, remain faithful. This next week could hold the opportunity you have been praying for, the connection you have been asking for, the shift you have been waiting on, but you have to step into it with expectation. Faith is the confidence that what you hope for is already being arranged behind the scenes. So today, on this Sunday, choose hope, choose trust, choose surrender, choose gratitude, choose faith over fear, choose worship over worry, choose peace over panic. And remember, you are not walking into this week alone. God goes before you to make crooked paths straight. He stands behind you as protection, He walks beside you as comfort, and He lives within you as strength. This Sunday is not just another day, it is your reminder that victory belongs to God, and if victory belongs to God, then defeat does not belong to you. Step forward with confidence, step forward with boldness, step forward knowing that you are covered, you are guided, you are strengthened, and your best days are not behind you, they are ahead of you. Believe it, receive it, walk in it, and let this Sunday set the tone for a powerful, blessed, and victorious week ahead. Amen.